This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
From the 40 now on second down. Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 56 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here. And he's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. Coming left is Kamara.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
In motion left, Fitzgerald. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 26 yards. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Alert.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Hey, come on.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to Dobbins on first, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Kamara up the middle. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they get their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Allen now on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he whipped it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ashton Dulin, 34 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now Jackson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Jackson now. The 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Allen from the gun on third down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they will take a knee here. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody.